Before starting this video guys, I would just like to remind you all that if you click onto my channel and go next to the subscribe button, you'll see a little bell icon. Now if you click that, this will notify you every time I upload a YouTube video. So without further ado, let's get right into my video.
What is up guys, it is Joe here from Joe Talks Wrestling, and if you haven't seen my face before, then I am a young YouTuber that makes wrestling content for all to enjoy, so press that subscribe button. But anyways, I'm just going to get straight into this video. I haven't seen another video like this. Well, I've seen one on YouTube, but there was no audio, no nothing. And basically today guys, I'm going to be teaching you how to make your very own Money in the Bank. So as you guys can see, this is an updated version of the Money in the Bank briefcase. It's actually based off of the 2017 SmackDown Live Blue version that was won by Baron Corbin. He cashed in on Jinder Mahal in August and unfortunately did not win. But hopefully for you guys, you can cash in and make a better briefcase and maybe even win a championship one day. So, step one to make this. Now, I'm one of these people that when I make props, I like to have them as accurate as possible. Now, WWE have their own Money in the Bank briefcase. You can look it up on WWE Shop. It is the gold version. They've got the deluxe version, which is around £170, a commemorative version, which is a plastic version, for around £70, and that commemorative version they have in this blue, based off of this one, and they've also got the women's one. Now, I do not recommend either of these, because this is metal, and it's a lot cheaper. Now, I started off with a budget of around £50 for this briefcase, and I found a metal briefcase on eBay, and I thought this looked pretty damn good. So it was a metal briefcase. You might not be able to see because of the logos, but it does have the 3D engraving on it, just like the real one. See here, and yeah, one, it's metal, and two, the thing I checked about it the most, this is the exact same dimensions as WWE's deluxe £170 briefcase. Now, unfortunately, I cannot link the seller as they only had 2 of these, and I bought one of them, and then when I was going to buy another one to make the Raw version, my own custom one, it was sold out. But anyways, step 1, buy a metal briefcase. I'll give you a picture, a reference of what they look like beforehand. I'm going to be giving you some pictures in this video to show the step-by-step, so when I spray painted it and all of this stuff. So yeah, basically step 1, buy a metal briefcase. Now, to be perfectly honest with you guys, one of the hardest bits, the second hardest bit of the whole process is finding a briefcase such as this one. Once you've done that, you're down to the second step, which is the simplest step. Now, what you're going to want to do is tape up this metal bit, the handle, and the other metal catch. So once that's taped up, all you guys need to do is find a shade of blue that you like, primer the briefcase, and spray paint it blue. It's that simple. So yeah, don't make it too runny. You want me and my dad put about 3 coats on this. So yeah, 3 coats of blue. It feels nice. Primer first, remember, don't apply the spray paint straight away, otherwise it will not hold very well. But yeah, number 2, step 2, apply the blue. Now for step 3, now this was the hardest step in my opinion. I'll tell you guys my original plan first. So, I was looking up a bunch of reference images of the Money in the Bank logo from this year, and unfortunately for me, there wasn't very many good ones. Now, what my original plan was to get some sticky back clear vinyl and print out a A3 sheet which had the logos on, print 2 of them and just stick them on like a sticker on the briefcase. That was the original plan. However, that did not go so well. For 1, I do not have an A3 printer, and for 2, that means I can't use A3 sticky back vinyl. However, I did come to an alternative for this, as my school does have an A3 printer. Now, unfortunately, I weren't able to get some sticky back vinyl, but I was able to print in A3. So what I did for this, guys, is I would upload the image if I still had it, but I don't. It is easy enough for you guys to make. I looked up the 2017 Money in the Bank briefcase and found a picture of it hanging, and yeah, I used that image. I didn't use it because it was very pixelated when I enlarged it to the A3 size. However, I did use the golden bars that came with it. As you can tell, this side and this side, it's the same either side. Then, what I did was I got the Money in the Bank logo, the official logo, cropped it down so some of it was just the writing, and then from there what I did was just literally apply it over the current Money in the Bank logo that was originally on the briefcase. So what you're going to want to do is, what I did was I blue tacked it onto the briefcase lightly, not overdoing it, so it will stay on whilst I take over the blue tack. And yes, it doesn't look as aesthetically pleasing as a sticker would. However, it's on there, it's a shiny logo, it's a Money in the Bank briefcase. And my fourth and final step for you guys was make it your own. Seriously, make the briefcase your own. You don't want a generic briefcase. For example, if I open up my briefcase to you guys, you can see inside it I have this little section with where pencils and stuff can go, and I bought myself a folder from Staples, also known as Office Outlet now in the UK, and then I got some card and printed off my own. This is my own typed WWE Money in the Bank contract. Now, I'll read it to you guys. There is a version of this that does come with the deluxe briefcase. However, it says something like the winner of the 2014 or 2015 Money in the Bank and can cash in for a WWE World Heavyweight title. I made this my own. I made it up to date. So I'm going to read it to you guys. This agreement was made at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view between World Wrestling Entertainment Incorporated, hereafter referred to as Corporation, and the winner, hereafter referred to as Superstar. Due to Superstar's victory in the Money in the Bank ladder match, Corporation hereby agrees to guarantee Superstar a fully sanctioned match for the WWE Championship or WWE Universal Championship, hereafter referred to as Championship match, at the time and location of the Superstar's choice. The term of this agreement is for 1 year. If Superstar fails to redeem the championship match prior to the date he or she won it 1 year earlier, Corporation is released from any further obligation to provide Superstar with the championship match. Corporation hereby agrees that Superstar will not have to provide advance notice to Corporation of his or her desire to redeem a championship match. Incomeuppance upon Superstar is deliverance of this agreement to a licensed WWE official. The act of delivering this contract to a licensed WWE official will serve as a notification of Superstar's redemption of a championship match. This agreement may not be revoked by Corporation under any circumstances. The right to a championship match, however, is transferable. This agreement binds both parties and their successors. Now, I didn't fraud Vince's signature, but however, I did try and do something that looked a bit like a Vince signature, if that makes sense. So on here, you can see it says name, Joe Anthony, my wrestler name, I've signed it, signed by Vince, and then the witnesses are Triple H and Stephanie. So, yeah, I've made this my own. The contract sits in the briefcase nicely. Instead of having it just aesthetically pleasing from the outside, now it looks decent on the inside. So you can actually be like, hey, I won Money in the Bank. So that was my step-by-step tutorial. I know it wasn't very much, as you cannot see me physically doing it. So, there will be reference pictures, and yeah, anyways, I do hope you enjoyed this very quick 8-minute video, so it really isn't very quick. But anyways, I do hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, then be sure to smack that like button, RKO the subscribe button, and leave a comment. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more wrestling content, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.